Hey guys, um, so there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since I last posted, and one of them is I got into a verbal argument with my son, and I went to take the remote away from him um, because I told him you can't talk to me that way, you can't act this way, and he knows I'm doing physical therapy with this arm, and he grabbed onto my wrist and he pulled so hard. Um, so I have a lot of pain in my shoulder and my arm now. I'm still doing my exercises, but he sent me back, which is, not fair, but it is what it is. But that's something that I have spoken to about with his teachers. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna talk with his counselor. I've talked with his case manager. He also has a case manager at school. They both know. And I got the door open. And so I've got a call tomorrow and let the psychiatrist know some things that came out during this. And there might need to be a medication increase or something. But uh, just to get down to the nitty gritty of it, whenever I act like his mother, when I'm being a mother, we all know what that's like when you have to lay down the law, when you have to be strict, when you have to be firm, but kind and loving at the same time. That's what he doesn't like because I hold him accountable and I hold him responsible and all these things because I'm trying to teach him that if he doesn't learn responsibility now, when he's an adult, he will have a very hard time going through life. Anyone who doesn't like responsibility or doing what they're supposed to do, your life is not easy, is it? It's not. You might think it is, but it's a lot easier if you just, have some respect and stuff like that. Certain things are allowed, certain things are not. That's why there are rules and things like that. But at least from my point of view, that's how I see it. I'm not trying to make things worse for him, but he feels that I make things worse. And he said some pretty harsh things to me that I don't feel like repeating. But yeah, it was really hurtful. Um, and that was just a bad day. I had a really bad day that day because this happened right early in the morning. And the next day, I also had a bad day. I've been having a lot of pain and things like that. In my lower back and in the lower front for ladies that understand what I'm talking about. I talked to the doctor today, and she's going to refer me to a urologist because I have ongoing symptoms that are not going away and just keep getting worse. So hopefully this person can help me. We'll see. I don't know. No, I don't know. But I switched from the Miralax to eating like beans and vegetables. which has helped tremendously with the constipation, but the other issue is still there. And it feels to me that I could possibly at this time have another UTI. Whether I would test positive for it is anyone's guess. That's what's weird about UTIs. You can have one and test negative for it. It's strange. But I have all of the symptoms, so I don't know what's going on. So that's that part of it. The nitty gritty here, like the part that really is the most upsetting right now to me, is I think it was this morning, or it was yesterday morning, I can't remember which. I had a dream that suddenly family members, especially people I had never met before, just decided, this was a dream. They decided to make their way here. There were so many of them, like they were camped out in the yard and stuff. And then some of them were at my apartment, and I was here with my mother trying to keep everyone, from not being stupid here. And in my dream, my friend was in it, and I asked him if he could come with me to check on the people at my apartment. And everyone was asleep and everything like that. And there was this one guy that was laying on the couch, and I went over to just check, and I just said, whoops, I dropped something. I said, are you awake? Or are you sleeping? One of the two. And he didn't answer, and I thought, okay, he's out. Because there was a lot of drinking and drugging and stuff that we didn't want going on. And I know this is a dream, so, logic is not part of dreams. Hi! So, I go to walk away, and he grabs my arm, and he pulls me towards him, and he starts to do stuff. And luckily my friend was right there, and he stopped it. And it didn't go any farther than that. And then I was like, we need to get this guy out of here. And we did. And then we went back to my mother's house to check on the people there. And they had left the bedroom that I'm in alone. Like, nobody was allowed to sleep in there. And I went and I sat on the bed because I was really tired from having like so many freaking people that I don't even know. And I just wanted to take a little rest because I was tired. And these four guys decided that they were gonna take turns, if you know what I mean. And again, I screamed out for help in my dream. And usually in my dreams, when I scream out for help, nothing comes out, which is a common theme I've heard and read and seen on dreams. But this time I actually was able to cry out, and that same person was able to stop what was going on. So basically, the first part was sexual, I guess, harassment, contact, whatever you want to call it. And then the second one was rape. And I fell asleep a little while ago. I didn't even realize I fell asleep. I was I was watching something on YouTube, and the next thing I know, I'm having another dream where we had family members here, and they did it to me again. But this time there was no one to help me. Um, so, um, but I was crying out in my sleep that, and the dog was with me in the bed, and he came over and he started licking my face to wake me up, and my mom came in, and you know, suddenly it was light, and I'm just like, oh my God, you know. And she's like, it's okay, you're awake, you're safe, it's okay, you know. And I'm looking around, and there's Henry, and there she is, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, what is happening? Why am I suddenly starting to have these dreams now? You know? I don't know. I don't know. Um, it could be that my brain is finally starting to process the trauma that I went through, because when I was a kid, I was offered so many times to go to counseling when I was a kid and stuff. I didn't start going to counseling until I was 24. I think I was 24 when I started going to counseling. And the first time anything in my mind that I remember that happened to me, I was 4. So there's a long history of things that I didn't ever want to deal with back then. I just wanted to put it in the back of my mind and forget it ever happened, and not deal with it. And I'm in therapy, and, you know, perhaps things are starting to come to the surface. You know, maybe I'm starting to process things. That's the best answer I can give. Um, it sucks. It really does, because it feels so real. Because, as of course I've told you, when I go to sleep, the part of my brain that's supposed to at least calm down a little bit stays completely on. That's why it always feels just like this. You know, as though you were, if you were standing in front of me right now, you know, like, as real as this is how real it feels. So that's why it's so scary, because I literally can feel it. So I am going to call my psychiatrist tomorrow, and let her know, because she said if any changes happen, to call her and let her know. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry I look like crap, but I just woke up from a nightmare, and, you know, I've been in a lot of pain, and there's just been a lot of things that have been going on, you know. I mean, some of you probably know, some of you probably don't. I don't know if you're new, or, you know, I'm not really sure. Sometimes people don't always present themselves to me. You know, sometimes people won't subscribe, but they will watch my videos, you know, which is totally fine. I don't expect people to subscribe to me. All I hope is that if people watch my videos, there's something that they might be able to get out of it. Even if it's just bonding over something similar, you know, or talking about something that a lot of people might go through but aren't able to verbalize, you know. It's not easy to verbalize when you go through traumatic things. Even if you are an adult, it's still very, very difficult, because it brings up all those, you know, emotions and everything. So if at least somebody goes, hey, somebody else knows how I feel, somebody else went through the same thing, and I'm not alone. If that is what somebody gets out of my video, that to me is a miracle. So I don't expect people to subscribe. I don't expect people to like. I don't expect people to do anything except just hear what I have to say, and either take it or leave it, you know? It's what I say isn't set in stone. This is just my journey, and I'm sharing it with you. And that's it. There's nothing behind it. And let me tell you, even if I did make money off this channel, okay, I wouldn't make much money because this last quarter I would have made 4 cents. Okay, I have it set up for it to be monetized, but when I went to do way back when they first did it, they're like, you have to put in this pin or the amount or something, and I did exactly what they said, and it wouldn't accept my information, and I had no idea how to fix that, so I said, fuck it. It wasn't meant to be, you know, this channel wasn't meant to be for that. So even if I did make money off it, trust me, I wouldn't be making that much money whatsoever. Like I said, last quarter, 4 cents. Woohoo, I'm rolling in the dough. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you in case anybody else out there is going through something similar. Are you having nightmares? Are things coming to the surface? Are you in counseling and or not in counseling and things are, you know what I mean? Like, have you had a similar experience? You know, and if you have, you're not the only person. And excuse me, just remember this. There is no time frame of how long it takes to heal, and there's no time frame on how long you grieve. Because I'll tell you this is something that I know. Grieving is a lifelong process because you never fully accept 100%. You might get to 99, but never 100. There's always a part of you that misses that animal or that person. There's always a part of you that's going to miss them. There's always a part of their not being here that's going to make you sad, you know, especially when you think about the memories. You know, and it's okay to have these feelings. It's okay to grieve for a long period of time. And when I say long, if it takes 50 years for you to process something, it takes 50 years. Don't let anyone ever tell you, get over it. You need to stop dealing with living in the past, this, that, and everything, because I've been told this by my son. And what he doesn't understand is that I never dealt with any of my stuff, any of it, when I was younger. I'm dealing with it now, and that's why things are coming out now. And he's having a hard time, me having a hard time. And I can understand that. You know, you look at your parents when you're young and you think they're going to be around forever. You know, that's my mom, that's my dad, or that's my mom, and that's my dad and dad, or whatever your situation is, you know. And I'm sorry for all of you who are in situations that are not ideal. Maybe a really bad foster home or something like that. I'm really sorry that you have to go through those types of things. That is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to. But take whatever that is and turn it into something powerful. Turn it into helping other people so they don't have to, or hopefully they don't have to go through the same things that you went through. It is hard to get through to young people. I understand that. I was a teenager once. I remember it very well, and I was not about to have anyone tell me what to do. I still kind of have that attitude. I guess I gotta work on that. But it's a process, obviously, one thing at a time. And, but take that and use it for good. Yes, it hurts. Whatever people do to you, it hurts. And it makes you have this bleak outlook on life and people. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust situations. You don't know if anyone will ever really care about you as a person for who you are. A lot of us have these feelings, and it's what you do, it's the choices that you make, because once you turn 18, don't turn to the streets, don't turn to gangs, don't turn to any of that stuff. Go to the people who will help you rise up. You always want to do that, if that's what you so choose. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, if you want to get away from the bad life, you have to make the choice to get away from the bad life. If you want to go to college, then hang out with people who want to go to college. You know, that's what I'm saying. Hang out with the type of people that you want to be. It's important. Surround yourself with the life and the people that you want to live as best as you can. And it's like I said, it's okay to have these feelings. It's okay to have nightmares. It's okay for this to happen. It just means that your body, your brain, your subconscious, is trying to process something. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to help you through something. Even if it is scary, there's a reason for it. And mine is definitely because, well, in my past, and I have a video on it, I was raped. I was sexually abused or molested. I do tell the story of my uncle. I don't remember if I mentioned there were other times with other people, but I think I just mostly talked about him because that was the one that really messed with me, because it was a family member. Not that it should make a difference. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying that one impacted me the most. But I do have a video on it. I think it's called Abuse, My Story, or My Story About Abuse. It's a very early video that I did, but it is in my repertoire of videos. I've been making videos, I don't know, 8 years now. So there's like 8 years worth of videos. But it's there. It is. So I just needed to talk about this and just get it off my chest. Maybe that will help me sleep better tonight. I'm kind of afraid to go to sleep now, but maybe this will help me. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I've got to call my doctor and do all these things, and I'm still dealing with my car. Oh, I meant to tell you. Oh my God. I had my mom because I was having, oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you, health-wise. As you can tell, I'm sure, well, I don't know if you can tell, but I've been leaning up against stuff, like holding on, because my legs have been giving out on me. And, I talked to my doctor and I told her, how I felt about that and why, about calling the doctor that deals with my back, and she said, even my counselor said, you need to call him and at least tell him what's going on, at the very least. And I said, okay. So I will do that because I'm an adult and that's what adults do. As well as, call the other people that I need to call. So, yeah. So anyway, I told you I don't remember what video it was, but my mother was at Walmart and a lady backed into my car. Well, I thought it was just the tail light. Like, okay, just replace the tail light, you know? Um, I wish they made cars like they used to. They used, like, if you hit, like, they used to come in sections. So if you hit the bottom, you could just replace the bottom. But now you have to take the entire thing off. That's how they make more money. It's more expensive that way. But anyway, I don't have it on me. You know what? Give me 1 second. I keep dropping stuff. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hold on. Let me pick these things up. I don't know why these things get put here. They don't belong here. They just fall all the time. It's really annoying. You know what? Ha! How do you like that? How do you like them damn apples? Alright, so I had my mother, because of my back situation, walking situation, I didn't feel comfortable driving. So I asked if she could stop at this preferred place. Now this is to do with my taillight, right? Okay, no, I wasn't there, but they went through all the paperwork, all this stuff, and okay, I was not expecting this, but the grand total for this estimate, okay, and this is going to be about a 4-day job, was what I'm told. So I will be getting a rental through Enterprise. Says the grand total is $1,106.05, because she also scratched my hatchback. It was just a tiny little scratch, right? Yeah, all of this is bad to hear. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be real, you know. I just thought this was a taillight, you know. I'm like, how, like, and I'm shocked that it's gonna cost so much, because I guess they have to do all these things to it. I don't really understand the jargon necessarily, but like, preliminary estimate. Okay, so it talks about my lift gate, and it has 12 items that they would have to work on. And then my rear lamps, there's 3. Rear bumper, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 20 under rear bumper. 20 things. Oh my God. 20 things. And then it says vehicle diagnostics. There's 1 thing. I didn't realize she caused so much damage. How fast was this girl going? I mean, it's a Walmart parking lot. It's not like you can, you know, speed race in there, you know, unless there's like no cars, but then you'll get in trouble by the police, so why do that? But I'm just like, what? When this came back, now, of course, this is the estimate. The actual amount, I do not know. But I will know. Once, because I'm not going to be able to drop my car off until the week of the 6th, because I have so many doctor's appointments. and that week is actually open in terms of that. But just in case, I still want to have a car because of like grocery shopping and things like that, getting ready for the holidays and whatnot. So so yeah, it's like, what? Like, are you serious? I mean, of course the insurance company is going to pick up the cost minus her deductible, you know, but still, for backing into a taillight because she hit my hatchback, and now they have to fix all that stuff because just, yeah. So what do you think about that? it's, it's like, it's like, oh my gosh. And I had taken my car to get something else on it fixed. Like, I needed my brakes fixed. I got to take it back because he said that if the sensor that they replaced, if the lights come on again, to bring it back. So the lights are on, they're not working. I got to bring it back. It's one of the sensors that we can figure out. um, be like, why don't you just replace all the sensors? It'll probably cost me a lot of money. But yeah, I found out that my tires are not going to pass inspection. And that's something that I've been trying to save up for all year. And I've had to spend the money on other things like the rental before, my cat's surgery, you know, things like that. You know, paying bills and whatnot. So, and my inspection is due in January. So I'm a little nervous about that because if I go, because it's going to cost about, I think, $80 to $90 per tire for my car. Right now, I have the most expensive tires that you can purchase on the car because those are the tires that it came with because the previous owners only bought the best for the car. I can't afford to buy those particular tires, especially now. And so I'm going to have to go with a lower grade tire, which is totally fine, but I still need to save up that money, which I'm doing. I've got a couple hundred saved up, but I also have to save up. I also, sorry, I have, sorry, I got that mixed up. The 200 that I have right now is for Christmas. I do plan on having a little bit more for Christmas for money, as long as things don't keep happening. And I've got some money had to be taken out of the fund that I was using to save up for Casey and his braces. And I had to use a lot of money out of my account and stuff. So kind of stretched a little, but somehow we always seem to make it work. And I guess in the end, that's all that matters, is if you can find a way to make something work, you know, because to me, like Christmas, it's not about the presents, you know, it's about being around the people that you love, you know, and realizing, you know, even though families aren't perfect, you're still family. And that counts for something. And that means something. And that to me is the spirit of Christmas, not presents. And I say that because I don't have my family to celebrate the holidays with anymore. I mean, I have my mother and my son, but I mean like the rest of my family. I don't have that anymore. And I know what it's like to, I'm not saying my family was perfect. I've said some things that, you know, have happened, but it doesn't mean that I don't miss that togetherness. You know, to me, that meant everything, and now I don't have that. So don't take your families for granted, you know. Love them. Tell them each and every day that you love them, because you never know if they're going to be in your life tomorrow. Whether that's figuratively or, you know, realistically. Um, Meaning like actually, you know, like they die or something, or whatever it is, the situation. You never know. So, you know, make your families the priority. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So, yeah, I'm going to end this on that high note. But yeah, I just wanted to share what I needed to share, get it off my chest, and hopefully I can work with I don't talk to my counselor until the first week of January. And she's, I believe she said for several days, maybe like a week or two, she's going to be out anyway for the holidays. So I wouldn't be able to talk to her. But I guess I can at least leave her a message to let her know what's going on, so she knows when we come back. And in this, sorry, did I say January? Sorry, I see her at the beginning of December. I'm sorry if I said January, I meant December. And hopefully I can start working through these things, and maybe I don't know if it'll affect people in my family, but you know, I can't help that. You know, this is this is what's happening. This is the process. So, but anyway, love your families. Tell them each and every day that you love them, and give them a hug, because you never know. All right. The spirit of Christmas is about family and togetherness. Don't forget that, okay? And honestly, it should be like that every day of the year. Every day of the year. Every day. So, love thyself and love thy family. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. All three of you. I hope if I don't post before Thanksgiving or whatever, you know, have a happy Thanksgiving. I probably will. I don't know. It's taken me a while to get to this video because I was very emotionally distraught and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. So yeah, love your family, no matter how many that is. Okay, so yes, thank you for watching. I love you all. Please take care of yourselves. Wear a mask, social distance, be safe, be smart, and enjoy your holidays, okay? And please be safe out there. I really mean it. Take care of yourselves, okay? All right? Matter to me. I don't want to hear about, you know, people dying more, okay? Because you could be my follower or something, and I wouldn't know, you know? So be safe, all right? I know I sound like a mom right now. I am a mom. That's why it sounds that way. But anyway, I hope you guys are safe. And I'll see you in my next video, okay? Spread that peace and love. Bye, guys.